Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Monday, Mafia Monday. Get yourself in the mood for some stories. We're going scene by scene through all three novels that I wrote. We're starting with the first one, California Gangsters. We're in chapter 11. We're just about done with it. We're going to finish off this chapter in this video. So this will be a shorter video. We don't have a lot to go. And then we'll do a longer video next Monday. I'll warn you, it'll be a little longer because we're going to start off chapter 12. Whenever I start a chapter, the scene is usually a little longer, the opening scene. So let's just get through this. Get yourself in the mood. We're following our main character, young Simon Castro, on his adventures in the Los Angeles crime family. He's trying to start his own crew, and he wants to get a seat on the board of directors in the Syndicate. And I've explained what that is. We do things a little bit different out west. California organized crime is a little different than the East Coast. So sit back, turn up the volume, get yourself in the mood. Here we go. Chapter 11. The company contract was on a guy whom I knew well. We had hung out many times at social functions, mostly talking about politics and sports. He was even up at the membership ceremony where I took the oath of omerta at Tommy Gunn's compound. His name is Giovanni Serra, and he was the East Hollywood capo. He's the man that I was tasked to assassinate by my father, who is now on the Syndicate board of directors. I figured that my right-hand man, Mica, would be the perfect person to talk to about how to quickly find Giovanni Serra. Mica was a notorious gossip who had all the latest news on every family all around the nation. And I liked that about him. So I set up the meeting, and we chose a steakhouse down in Santa Monica, one that I'd never been to before. It was across from the beach in an old Art Deco building that was left over from the 1920s. I valet parked my car and gave the kid a $50 bill to make sure that he took care of the brand new Cadillac, which I had bought off my Uncle Frank. I walked in the busy restaurant and saw Mica sitting at the table in the back. He gave me a wave as I made my way across the room. We shook hands and I sat down across from him. The waiter was on top of it, providing a glass of water and a menu. I said to Mica, "Hey, thanks, buddy, for meeting me. Let's just get right to it. I need some info on where to find Giovanni." Mica quickly interrupted me mid-sentence. He leaned in and replied, "Everything's hot right now. Don't say his name out loud. We have to be careful. These walls have ears. I know exactly who you're looking for. Just go to Vegas. You talk to this guy right here. Make sure you tell him that I sent you. Tell him that you're friends with me." Mica took his pen out of his jacket pocket to write a name on a napkin. He slid the napkin across the table towards me as he glanced around the room nervously, like a spy from a James Bond movie. I put the paper in my pocket and didn't mention another word about it. I figured I'd figure it out when I get to Vegas. We ate a great dinner, mostly talking about setting up our new crew. I had wished that Mica would have been a little bit more open with his usual family mafia gossip, but being a major time of drama with the feds, I wasn't able to get the inside scoop. Like my Uncle Frank and the rest of them, Mica was too freaked out by the FBI to even say a word, so I didn't push it. I finished my food and said, "Hey, thanks for the help, buddy. When I'm gone, you need to be moving in on the downtown turf with our crew. I want it fully set up by the time I get back. We got big moves to make." Mica was always on the same page as I was, and that's what I liked about him. He gave me a wink and replied, "Man, I will be happy to see you return from this trip. Be careful, Simon. You should go hide out with that fine piece of ass you got. What's her name? Jennifer Wilson. Have you fucked her yet? I smiled and said, well, I don't kiss and tell. She's a good girl. Mica replied, so I guess you probably haven't. You will. Just be patient. We walked out of the restaurant together, side by side. His car was parked down the block on the street, so I gave him a pat on his shoulder as he walked off. I stood on the curb, waiting for my Cadillac to be pulled around the corner by the valet parking kid. The eager Mexican teenager pulled up with my long black Cadillac. He jumped out and handed me the keys. He looked me up and down with a big smile on his face and wide eyes. He said, Amigo, you're the coolest looking hombre I've ever seen in my life. Are you in the Mafia or something? Don't worry, I won't tell nobody, I promise. I got in the car and closed the door, rolled down the window. I replied, Kid, there ain't no such thing as the Mafia. It's just an urban myth made up by the media. He smiled wide and gave me a big wink as I drove off. I turned up the radio, which was playing James Brown, The Big Payback. My sweetheart Jennifer Wilson was due home soon from her filming. This was her first big movie, and I'm sure she was going to have a lot to talk about. She was all that was on my mind. The Syndicate hit, my trip to Vegas, the fact that I was going to have to get lost for a few months afterwards, none of that was on my mind. All I can think about was seeing Jennifer. All right, so we'll continue next Monday. Thanks for watching.